So notice in the first question I already have the given written down. So whatever they wrote to me here, I've already written here and written given. I started each one off like that. So one thing we know from that, if this is an isosceles triangle, we actually know two things. Isosceles triangle means that those two are the same. It also means that those two are the same. So we can say that AB is congruent to CB, which are these two sides, because isosceles implies congruent sides. We can also say that those two angles are the same. Angle A is congruent to angle C because isosceles implies congruent angles as well. So we knew two things there. We knew a congruent pair of sides and a congruent pair of angles. All right, number 13. Actually, 13, 14, 15, and 16 all have the same picture with the same given, that the two lines are parallel, but then they label the angles a little bit differently each time. So if these two angles are, or these two lines are parallel, and we have a transversal going through, then we can say angle 1 is congruent to angle 2 because parallel lines lead to congruent alternate interior angles, which these are here. And number 14, same idea, two lines are parallel, transversal, except these aren't alternate interior. This time angle 1 is congruent to angle 2 because parallel lines lead to congruent corresponding angles, right? These two angles are corresponding, where up here they were alternate interior. Now this one, same thing, two parallel lines cut by a transversal. And this time it's alternate exterior. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 2 because parallel lines lead to congruent alternate exterior angles. This one's a little bit different because they're not congruent. If you have two parallel lines here, these two are, one's acute and one's obtuse, they are supplementary. So you can say angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180 because parallel lines lead to supplementary angles, or same side supplementary angles. And in 17, this is where it gets different. It told us that this was perpendicular to this. We did one like this in class. If you have perpendicular, then you know that's 90 and that's 90. So we're going to say angle ADC is congruent, that's this one here, is congruent to this one, which is angle BDC, because, let's look back, at number 5 there. Perpendicular leads to two congruent 90-degree angles. Perpendicular leads to two congruent 90-degree angles. That's it. We'll take it from there tomorrow.